Alright, we now have DJ Alias up in the studio. DJ Alias is a rising up in the glitch hop scene around New Zealand, although he's been around for quite a while. Good to have you up in the studio, man.
Cheers.
You on there?
That's on.
Oh, there we go.
Turn it up a little. Hello. Good to be up here, man.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I've been following your tunes for, 6 months or so now since I got into glitch hop. It's really not that long.
Yeah.
But been loving the tunes. And then I found out you used to be part of the Fast crew.
I did indeed.
And I think the first album came out when I was about 15 back then.
Okay, shit.
So some music
while
in my
ago.
childhood.
Yeah, nice.
In fact, I even brought up my copy of Set the Record Straight just to prove it.
God, haven't seen that thing in a
Where are
while.
you?
This is me right here.
Oh, there you go. Standing in the background being the cool DJ on the cover. Anyway,
Yeah.
now to the present. You were making glitch hop?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I prefer to call it mid-tempo bass music or bass hop or something like that. I don't necessarily think glitch hop is the best representation of the sound. It's the stuff I make's not super glitchy. It's more sort of like liquid drum and bass hip hop. You know?
Yeah.
Hip
Oh,
hop
I like
tempo
that.
beats, but fat wobbly bass lines.
Lots of funk elements into it.
Yeah, funk. You know.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's real funky. You can get your groove on.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's all about the invisible shuffle.
Yeah, you got any dance moves that you pull out in the club? I was at Reese Darby last night, and he was showing some of his old school dance moves, like the old feed the chickens, walking around feeding the chickens.
That's a classic.
You spot a fox. Oh,
Bus driver.
yeah, or one of my favorites. Or what else was he doing? He was doing the paper boy, where he's on his bike, throwing out the papers.
Yeah. Nah, man. I'd sort of, take it as it comes.
Oh, you're gonna make some up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the glitch hop scene in New Zealand.
Yeah. I'm not really too sure about it. I mean, glitch hop and mid-tempo bass music of that elk is really big in the west coast of America and Canada and certainly UK as well. I can sign to a couple of labels in the UK that are going to release some of this stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, I'd love to help just push the sound out there more, because
man, no, it's definitely worth
it's one that
being
seems to
heard,
go
right?
under the radar a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, we're far behind the 8 ball as far as the other countries that are getting up on the sound, and I've been trying, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm doing my thing. New Zealand's a funny place like that, though. It really takes that tipping point of when just the certain amount of people know about it, and then all of a sudden it's just everybody. It's just a thing, and there it is, and it's So I think we're a while away from that yet, but I think
We got some good things coming up with like K-Lab's new label, JunkFood Recordings.
Yeah. So I've got an EP due out on that. Within a month, really. I'm just waiting for the final artwork and stuff to come back, and then that's gonna pop off.
Is that the one that has Empire on it?
Yes,
Oh, I love that
it's
tune.
the Empire EP. Yeah, so I've got the finished masters of that, which we'll throw that down tonight.
I gotta say, I first heard that when I just came back from a club night out sometime. You just put it up. I came home and listened to that, and it just buzzed me the hell out. The intro.
It's something different, man. Like, and it's I mean, I made every sound in that thing, and it's sort of like when I just sort of sat down and made that one sort of glitch worm sound, and that kind of just was the basis for the rest of the tune, and it's certainly probably one of the most original things I think I've ever made.
I know how that is. I had a little go at producing a few years back, but I'm still at uni, and it just took over too much of my uni time.
Yeah,
but
man,
my mate and I, who were making breaks at the time, we sat up one night, spent a good 6 hours or something, just making what we came out with, just this one sound.
Yeah, man.
And it was just the best sound ever.
Well, that's that's how it all starts.
Yeah, and we based a whole track around that, and it just became awesome.
That's how it goes, man. That's definitely the way.
You also run a few nights, a few funk nights.
Yeah,
Regrooved.
Yeah, Regrooved isn't strictly a funk night, although it is, based on funky breaks and stuff like that. But under the Regrooved banner, sort of houses, everything from funk, drum and bass, ghetto funk, hip hop, even a bit of dubstep, glitch hop, just all that all stuff, man, all the good stuff.
Yeah, and in collaboration with Ghetto Funk Records as well.
Yeah. So Ghetto Funk is a label in the UK that is, and Regrooved was actually started by the Regrooved Club Night, which is now everywhere all over the world has its own Regrooved nights. But that was started by an Aussie dude called Paul Masters, in association with Good Groove Records and Ghetto Funk. So yeah, and that's cool, man. It's been building for the last sort of couple years. Had some awesome shows. Like Explore was really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, like certainly.
Yeah, I went to Sticky Buds. As well.
Yeah.
That was pretty choice.
That would have been dope. I was actually down in Queenstown playing that weekend, but
although I did find it suffered a bit from coherent sound system.
Yeah,
it just got pushed way too loud.
Yeah, it can happen down there pretty easy. It's an aggressive system.
Yeah, that's a way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We got a question in from St. Jimmy. When are you playing in town? Where do you play?
I don't play anywhere regularly in particular, but I generally play
that's the way
at
in
least
Auckland,
twice a week, man. Like sort of all over the show, really. I think I'm down in Dunedin next weekend, so not next weekend, but what is my next date? Oh man, it's terrible form on my part, but I actually couldn't tell you. But just like go to Facebook, DJ Alias NZ, and I generally post up on that, when shows are coming up. I do a regular thing with a monthly regular thing with Adam O down at the Northern Steamship, which has been pretty cool, man. We've done 2 of those, and we play everything, literally everything, just whatever's clever. But yeah, it definitely features a lot of bass music.
Sounds pretty good. Now you've been putting up a hell of a lot of tunes recently. You must be.
Yeah, man.
Are you full-time musician at the moment?
full-time producer.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I kind of just found my workflow about 6 months ago when funnily enough, when I changed to using Mac. I can't believe I'm even saying that, but I've produced on PC for 10 years, and I mean it's not what you use, that's what you can do with it. But I just found once I got back to it was actually Logic. Like I started writing on Logic when I was about 16. And then, I've used everything in between since then. And then obviously, Logic went solely Mac. And so I stopped using it because I just wasn't a Mac user. But getting back to it, man, it was just awesome. I just sort of everything clicked, and it was.
That's good. Well, it's obviously working.
Yeah, man. It's just the output's just skyrocketed, so it's cool.
Yeah, I love your new Funk Ferret remix. Was it Pushing Forward?
Yeah, bro, Pushing Forward. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I'm super stoked with that remix. That's and that's released solely on 12-inch record through Boogie Boutique UK.
I know, you bastards.
Which is cool, man. So it's not every day you get to press vinyl these days.
Yeah, that must be cool having... is it your first vinyl pressing of one of your tunes?
It's the first vinyl pressing I've had of a remix, of this sort of music. I mean, certainly I used to get dubs back in the day for like Fast Crew stuff and shit like that, but, that was when Serato wasn't around, so... I mean, it was kind of, a means to play stuff in clubs, but now, obviously, the era of Serato is heavily upon us, and, you can just, I can write something that day and play it out that night,
Yeah, that's the beauty of the digital age now, isn't it? You don't have to wait for the whole process of getting things... put onto vinyl.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
you can check out.
I remember back in the day when I was, a young DJ producer, and I just loved it. I couldn't imagine how these dudes, cut their samples to record and then scratch them back over their tracks, and dial-in people and stuff like that. It was just seemed like such a massive feat to do.
There's an art form, definitely an art form.
Yeah,
but it still is.
Now it's just now all day.
Oh, look at that. It's already 7:15. I reckon it's about time you get on with a bit of your mix.
Chuck in some. I'm going to play, first off, I'm going to play this new San Francisco Bay track I've done.
I like that one.
Which is...
That one's a bit cheeky.
Yeah. No, it's turned out good. And that's going to be coming out on Randomplay Records UK in a couple months, along with another 3 originals. So let's get into it.
Sweet. Take it away, mate. Alright, here you go. This is DJ Alias in the mix, live on Up FM on Top Shelf Radio.
You're listening to Top Shelf Radio with Captain Morgan. This is RPFM 107.5.
Good to hear you're feeling the tune, St. Jimmy. I will be putting up this mix on the Facebook page for Top Shelf Radio, facebook.com/Top Shelf Radio, sometime after the show, if you want to listen back to it. And this tune right here, sneaky bootleg by Alias himself, which is for free on his SoundCloud page, which you can find the links to at the Top Shelf Radio page as well, or soundcloud.com/DJ Alias NZ, I think. So make sure you head along there.
Thinking that we have a real live orchestra in the studio. But in actual fact, the symphony you just heard was performed not by an orchestra, but by a simple synthesizer.
You're listening to Top Shelf Radio with Captain Morgan. This is RPFM 1075.
DJ Alias. What up, dog?
This is that track Empire I was talking about earlier. I love the intro.
Kiss my ass, bitch. Live and direct and full effect, ready to kick. Come to collect everything that I'm on with a rhythm. I'm sick. Keeping suckers in check. What you expect? Walking around with an S on your chest, trying to command my respect. Ha! You get done, you get none. So bitch wrong, come around here. I'ma show you how to get some. Who's that creeping? Boom, bad freaking. Cool cat speaking, never catch me sleeping. We don't die, we multiply. The energy, the vibe with the rhythm we provide. Keep it all in the open. Truly got nothing to hide. And I told him that I don't stop till the day I'm satisfied. On the grind all the time, getting mine with the rhyme, continuous climb, call it a state of mind. Got my ears on the street, got my finger on the pulse, bag it up to the beat, make sure it ain't false, yeah. That's what's up, you see it in my eyes, I don't really give a what, everything my way, yo day, making bang, I told you, I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm a bad motherfucker. When it's all said and done, I'll be proud to say that I did it my way. In a world full of cliches, staying true to a mind frame that never decays. Sunshine or rain, blue skies or gray. Give it to him without any hesitation. Heavy rotation, continuous elevation, inspiration, stimulation while avoiding temptation. Attitude, stay patient till I reach my destination. Accumulation of knowledge, power and will. Revolution of the soul, evolution of the skill. From ill to illa, went from real to realer. Not down with no monkey trying to be a gorilla. And y'all feel it gravitate, sound wave, resonate. Kicking down the door, bulldozing down the gate. From city to city, from state to state. I still piece it all together while they try to separate. On the grind all the time, getting mine with the rhyme. Continuous climb, call it a state of mind. Got my ears on the street, got my finger on the pulse. Bag it up to the beat, make sure it ain't false, yeah. That's what's up, you see it in my eyes. I don't really give a what, everything my way. Yo day, making bang, I told you I'm a bad motherfucker.
never say anything about this. Your mama never listened to a word that you say. Simple little words just to make another change. So lady in my grave, pulling the gaps and they can't get up. Holding up the ropes and they get so tough. Strategy, thoughts, till I'm on the top. And I won't cry for help. The lies, the truth, to ease the pain. You know you got to say, I think. Try to force to lose again. Time they recognize your name. Simple word is all I say. No more lies and arguments. Start again, start again. Turn around, don't you come back this way. I hold my ground, never take your judgment. Whoa, go turn around, don't you come back this way. I hold my ground, never take your judgment. So why you gotta lie for? Why you gotta speak for? Why you wanna tell all the things that you know we just don't agree on? Oh my bad, did I put you down so sad? So you blame myself, you mad? Do I care? Oh well, get off the bus and ride yourself. I'ma turn it around, get them out, settle me out, figure it out, speak your mind to find this. Hold up, you gotta tell me now so we can figure it out. Let me know what you been thinking about. Ooh, where do you go, where do you go, where do you go? Nah, 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 no. Turn around, don't you come back this way. I hold my ground, never take your judgment. Ooh, go turn around, don't you come back this way. I hold my ground, never take your judgment.
Oh, how sick are these tunes? This is DJ Alias live up here on Up FM.
Put your hands in the air and feel
When they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cause homies love homies, yeah, they giving it up. Whole life, your life, what we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl a 44 when she gripping the back door.
Oh, everyone out there's loving these tunes, man.
Cheer.
Keep the text coming in, though. 8736 is the text number.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm going to play my last track now. This is forthcoming on my EP on JunkFood Records. It's called No Quarter. So a collaboration between myself and Benson Black. It's pretty heavy. It's not really Sunday music, but you know, while we're here, we may as well get it done.
Everyone's loving it. I don't think they'll mind. I definitely don't mind.
So yeah, this is never before heard. It's not on SoundCloud or anything yet, but I will put it up there once the EP comes out. It's called No Quarter. Check it out.
Oh, there you go. That was an exclusive track. DJ Alias coming out. JunkFood recording soon. First play up here. Oh, I feel pretty proud to have it played up here. Oh, awesome set, bro. Cheers for coming up to the studio. I might have to play a little ad break after this. It's a little bit late, but hope Nick Collings doesn't get too mad at me.
Hey, and do that text in. I'm horribly unorganised as far as 30th of June, bro, but like I said, man, just go like my Facebook page, Facebook.com/DJ Alias NZ, and you can see all my gig guides on there.
I'd highly recommend you check this guy out. Awesome stuff.
Cool, thanks, bro.
So see you after the ad break. I might play a couple drum and bass tracks if I've got the time. And then you got jamming up in the studio. He'll be playing the next couple hours for you.